Some Russian medieval icons really do look odd, with frontal and profile aspects of the same object depicted alongside each other. To later Western viewers, this is generally perceived as a distorted use of perspective. Like I said, it just looks odd. Many have tried to explain this phenomenon, but Klimena Antonova argues that a specific Russian Orthodox lens is needed to understand it. And I'd say her interpretation is not only convincing, it even opens for nothing less than a post-human perspective of icons, even a post-human understanding of God. Listen to this. The reason why these icons look so odd to Western viewers is that according to Western post-Renaissance logic, reality begins with a viewing subject. The linear three-dimensional perspective that we're so used to in images assumes a viewing subject as the key point of reference to reality. And if that key point of reference isn't there, we simply don't get it. It's not reality as we know it. The answer is all there in Orthodox theology. Simply, God in Orthodox theology is understood as a being who exists beyond time and beyond space and who therefore has no point of view, which is why from God's point of view all aspects of an object in our world would be perceived simultaneously. I'd say these icons demand of us as viewers that we enter into a post-human point of view, where the world is not viewed from a singular viewpoint but from many viewpoints simultaneously, or perhaps even, as Fabian Heffermehl argues, seen from within as a place of presence. Not as an optic vision, but as a haptic hands-on presence, not as something to be viewed at a distance, but something to be felt in its immediacy as a complex and mysterious presence of God's incarnation. The icon is always iconoclastic, Heffermehl writes, since it destroys from within our idea of an image as something to be viewed from without, from the human point of view. It trains us in viewing the world as the post-humans we have to become. Okay, let's take this one step further. Because if a multiplicity of mishmash presences is reasonable from God's perspective, well, then the divine logic truly is odd. Nothing like anything we've encountered in this world. Or, well, I guess it could be something closer to the non-anthropocentric, closer to the animalistic kind of presence in the now, memories, hopes, instincts and senses all at once. God, then, in this perspective, is truly post-human.